Box Free with Stephanie. Today I want to show you how to make some basic foods with simple ingredients from scratch. And I hope you discover cooking box free is fast and delicious. So let's cook together. Today it doesn't look like I'm cooking anything. We're going to make baked bananas, which is kind of a fun little dessert to make. So it doesn't really take much. So I got my 2 really ripe bananas. Normally they're not quite so brown because I want them to get brown in the oven, but I'm going to go for it because they're not like soft and squishy inside. So I'm pretty sure they're going to turn out okay. And what I like to do is just cut the tippy top off. I don't really cut this off because I just want that containment, I guess. And that's it. So I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to put them in the oven and I'm going to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes. So my oven is already at 350, and what you're doing is just letting it bake and get like nice and warm and soft, and then I'm going to put chocolates and cherries and whipped topping and, oh yeah, another little caramel thing I might make. So anyway, that's it. It's really fast to begin with. So I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll ooze out our hot banana and then add some good toppings and have dessert. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. It's been about 20 minutes and my bananas are black and they are ready. So I just turned my oven off and we're gonna pull them out. And they're all like bubbly and just hot and like soft in there. So they feel like they're kind of about to explode, which sometimes they can like split open and stuff. You can see right here, like this one is kind of starting to split. So I'm gonna try to transfer them, and I don't grease my pan or anything. I'm going to try to transfer them over here just so that they can start to cool a little bit faster than being on that hot pan. So I'm going to let these cool in the skins just a second. I wonder if I should just split them and then let them cool. Let's see here. Oh, they're just so hot. We're going to just like do this really quick here. Because I don't want them to be like crazy hot when I serve them. I just want them to be, I don't know, they're like really steamy and stuff. So, oh, they look awesome. Okay. So we're just going to dump them out. Oops, I need a bowl. Oh, I don't have one. I'll just throw it over here. Okay, so that's one. So now we're going to do another. Oh, and I just had this goofy butter knife. All right. Ooh, these are hot. Whew. I should probably let them cool, but I'm just really antsy. Okay, we're going to dump this one out. And like that. Oh my gosh, I've seen some dog cleanup on that aisle. Okay, so they're just really funky looking. They're kind of all like mushy, but not like just blah, you know. So that's what they look like when they come out of the oven. So now we're going to let them cool while we do some toppings. I have 3 different things I'm going to try to do for toppings today because like I don't think, I mean I should actually do 4 I guess, but I only have 3 toppings. I'm going to divide them up into 3 and do 3 separate toppings because to me, like, I don't know, eating a whole banana with the stuff on top for dessert is too much. So I'm going to kind of cut them into thirds, and then I'm going to actually, see they're getting kind of watery and stuff, and that's okay, but I'm going to let them kind of stay on here a little bit longer to see if there's any more water that kind of seeps out before I put them in my serving dishes. So what I'm going to make first is kind of a caramel type of sauce, which I guess it really is caramel because it's butter and brown sugar and that's pretty much caramel. So I'm going to do basically, I'm almost out of butter, a tablespoon of butter. Somehow. Okay. And then I'm going to add, I don't want to put that in my brown sugar bag. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, which is like that, and about like that. You can just kind of wing it on that one. I don't think you have to be too perfect. We're going to melt this together, and then I'm going to add just a splash of lemon juice, like, I don't know, like maybe that, maybe a little bit more. Like I'm going for half a teaspoon, so really not very much. And then I'm just going to try to get this to like caramelize together, come to a little cooking caramel thing. And then we should be able to pour it over our cooked bananas. So this topping is a lot like Bananas Foster's, which is where they basically cook the bananas and then you pour like brandy or rum or something over it. And they've got the butter and the brown sugar and all the good caramel stuff. And then they light the brandy on fire and it all like poof, goes up in smoke. Not really, it just goes up in flames. And then that heat kind of cooks the butter and caramel, butter and brown sugar like I'm doing in here. So you could call this like the dry Bananas Foster's, right? No liquor? Anyway, that's a bad joke. Okay, so my caramel is starting to bubble just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it on the side angle, but I don't really want it to caramelize very much because I want it to be very soupy. So I'm going to let it stick on for just another minute, but you can see how it's really like a nice pouring caramel. It's obviously not like a perfect caramel sauce, but not bad. I suppose I should taste it, but I'm not going to bother. I'm sure it's delicious. Okay, so we're going to stick that right there because it's getting really, like now you can see the bubbles coming up, and I don't want it to bubble too much. Okay, so that is just going to sit here and cool. Hopefully not get too hard. And then I'm going to whip some cream because the other thing I like to do, I keep frozen cherries in my freezer a lot, just like as a snack and whatever. And so I'm going to do like a cherry with whipped cream on it for my second one. Oh, and I don't have any sugar. Ooh, that's a lot of vanilla for that little bitty, little bit of whipped topping. But I don't really want a lot of whipped topping. Well, I guess I could make a bunch and then just eat it later, but I don't want a lot today, so I'm just doing a little tiny amount. So let's see how this goes. So I added, I don't even know what that was, let's say quarter cup cream, quarter teaspoon vanilla, and a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to whip this up. Okay, let's taste that. Yummy, yummy. Tastes just perfect. So I got my cherries and whipped topping, and then I've got my dark chocolate. So I'm kind of ready to assemble. I should taste this now that it's not like so crazy hot. Oh, it is really hot. How can you go wrong with like butter and brown sugar? I think it's impossible. All right, so I'm going to be kind of smart with my division here. I'm going to put one end in that one, and one end in this one, and one front in this one, one middle in that one, one front, and one middle. I'm not sure if that was very smart, but basically I'm trying not to get the two end pieces to be in the same bowl. So now you could like chop these up if you wanted, but I like to leave them a little more whole just so they look like what they came from. They are bananas. Then you can have fun putting all your toppings. So these are just cherries cut in half with nothing else. And you can do, maybe you want strawberries with your bananas instead. And I don't know how much I want today. I'm going to do some a little juice on there. Okay. And then a little bit of whipped topping. Well, let's do a lot of whipped topping, to be honest. Okay, so there we go. There's one serving ready to go. And then my dark chocolate bar. All I'm going to do for that is grate it. So how am I going to do this? Let's see. So you could do mini chocolate chips. You could do whatever kind of chocolate you want. You could make a chocolate sauce. But I'm going to try to keep it just right here. So this is my super fine microplane grater. And, oh, look at that. It's like just air. It's like chocolate air coming out. So, in my opinion, because it's so fine, you need a lot of it. But let's do a quick comparison with my regular size grater. If you want to do it that way, see if we can get some big old chunks. Oh yeah, that looks better. I think I like that better. I don't do chocolate. Oops, I just broke my bar. I don't do chocolate a lot, so I don't know why. I always do the cherries or the caramel. Okay, so that looks better, I think, than this super fine. So we're going to say use the regular grater with your chocolate bar. Okay, so then what's next? Caramel. Okay, so then we'll do my caramel, which is now getting to be a little bit firm. So that's okay because I mean, it'll be okay on the dessert here, but you don't really need like so much of it because this is like solid sugar. And then I think just for the fun of it, because I have some left, I don't always have whipped topping for this part, but I'm going to put a little bit on that because I can't go wrong with that too. Plus it'll tone down the super sweet caramel stuff in my opinion. Okay, which one do I want to eat? I think I want to try the caramel because I have whipped topping with it and I don't always have that when I do this. So let's try. Oh, this is kind of a big bite. So these are just kind of fun little desserts to make. Here we go. So my little, like, not so perfect caramel is a little bit granular and grainy, I would say, but it's really good. It just tastes really good. So if you don't want that granular taste, just add like a teaspoon of water and let it just cook a little bit more, and I think that would maybe smooth it out. Let's just try all three maybe. Then the chocolate, I mean, we know that's going to be good. I could have put whipped cream on here too. Okay, that's really, really good. Got to go with that chocolate one for sure. And then the cherries, you just kind of can't go wrong with that. So I like the cherries because it has like a tougher texture. This is all smooth, and so that gives you a different texture. So you can put nuts on it, you can do whatever you want. That's it. It's a super, super easy dessert that obviously you can do with really ripe bananas. So if you don't want to make banana bread, just do baked bananas. And then, like I said, you could do 4 servings. Well, I didn't say it, but you could do 4 servings out of this and give everybody half a banana because you don't really need a lot of it. You can see I'm getting some water here from my banana still, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter because you're going to mix it up with all this stuff. So there you go. Baked bananas with whatever topping you want. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching Box Free with Stephanie. I hope you like the show. I hope you try baked bananas with whatever topping, and they're delicious. And I thank you for watching the show. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you on the next show. All right, bye.